Is it something that's in the air? Because I see a lot of y'all feel the same way as me. Because I came to the conclusion that people are just becoming evil. And it's just getting terrifying. And let me just talk to you and tell you what I mean. Because think about it. When we was growing up and we was reminiscing about the past times, living life to the fullest, and we can enjoy all the moments that we live in. Now it seems like nobody's happy anymore. And I get it. Because I heard a lot of y'all say, shoot, we paying bills. Life is just hitting us. So nobody is just having a good time anymore. And I know that a lot of us is not having a good time no more because we starting to let our emotions get the best of us. And in reality, we really can't control that because we human. So we try to just do things to just escape life for a minute. And I know it's hard to escape life when life be lifing, because at the end of the day, you just trying to have some fun out there. Some people say they spend time with their dog. They don't deal with people no more. And I get it. Y'all feel like people just on a different type of time. So if you on a happy type of time and people just on a different type of time, you really don't need to be with that person anyway or be around them. Because at the end of the day, you're just trying to find peace somewhere in your life because you're trying to handle your situation the best way you can. And a lot of us, we've been feeling like that. Because think about it. When we've been growing up, we've been living life, we used to live life without a care. We used to go outside and play the video game, you know, because I had a Super Nintendo. And then I used to have a PlayStation and an Xbox. And then I'm an Xbox guy because I only had one PlayStation. That was the PlayStation 1. And my favorite game on PlayStation 1 was Fighting Force. For those who remember that game, let me know. Leave it in the comments because I'm an early 90s baby. Fighting Force was my game. And Super Nintendo, I played a lot of Mario Kart. What else I used to play on Super Nintendo? I used to play a lot. Spider-Man, Mario Kart, and things like that. Then Xbox, my favorite game was Grand Theft Auto 5. That's the best Grand Theft Auto ever. But in reality, the games used to be so much fun back then. Now, when you play the video games now, everything is digital. Everything is done online. You can't do the same thing no more. You can't even play the game without updating it now. So it's like, you trying to have a good time and play the game, you got to update it. Then you probably wait 2 hours just to update the game. So in reality, what I'm trying to say is that those used to be fun times. Because that's why we always go back to back in the day. Because we're just trying to find some peace and remember those times where we was happy and how can we get back to those times. And that's why a lot of us, we have to just take a break and just meditate because, I don't know, it's something in the air. And I seen my YouTube family, y'all was commenting, saying why y'all think that people has changed and people just don't value humanity anymore. And it's just, y'all have some good points and some good reasons why. Some of y'all say it's because of COVID. And I used to tell my people that all the time. Like, I feel the same way. It could be because of COVID. And I feel like, to be honest, like I used to tell y'all, I'm a basketball fan. I grew up off basketball. My favorite basketball player is Michael Jordan. Ain't nobody gonna be better than Mike, then Kobe, and then Kyrie. To let me get to that point, I'm about to say something that's crazy, and let me know if I got a point or if I do, if I don't. I don't think this world has been the same since Kobe passed away. I tell my people that all the time, because just think about it. When that situation happened, it was so tragic, it just didn't even seem real. Like, Kobe in a helicopter crash? Like, it just didn't make sense to me. And then it seems like nothing makes sense anymore. And we just living life to the fullest because we're just trying to make it work. Because that's all we can do. And I know sometimes we like to go back down memory lane, and that's cool. Because at the end of the day, you're opening it up. And a lot of us, we're not opening it up to being happy anymore. And that's why the world is just becoming evil. I ain't gonna lie. People just don't care no more. It's like you can't speak to people no more. And you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's in people's mind. Let's just take it back. Like some people grew up in the 70s. Some people grew up in the 80s. And a lot of y'all was saying those were some good times to just witness, the 70s and the 80s. And it do seems like those were some good times, because I have older parents and they was telling me back in the 70s everything was much cleaner. Like all these roads and all that, you wouldn't have to worry about none of that in the 70s. Like these cones everywhere and all types of matter. And then even the cars was better, because I like old schools too when I see them. And then the material the cars made out of, they more tougher than the cars that's out now. So that's why it's like everything is changing, and it's just like, is it changing good quality wise, or is just changing for the worse? And we just don't know. So that's why it's hard to just deal with what's going on, but we just try to deal with it the best way we can. You and me both. So that's why I discuss how I feel in this video. And thank y'all for sharing with me how y'all feel, because we both been trying to just figure it out and just get it right, walking down this path of life. And it's just that we just don't know. And I know a lot of y'all growing up, how many of y'all used to have parents that told y'all, I've been there before, I've done the same thing. But in reality, the world is just changing. It's different. It's not how it used to be back in the day. So once you start to live your life and realize that, because back in the day, it wasn't a lot of super violence back then. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of violence that's just unnecessary, and just people just so cruel. And I just don't get it, because at the end of the day, I understand that a lot of us is just going through life because everybody got bills. Everybody do. So there's a lot of reasons that people just becoming evil. So in reality, it's like, I don't know if people will change back to normal, or people just gonna be walking around frowning all day. And it's just crazy, because I remember back in the day when I was a kid, we weren't frowning. We was going out, hanging outside, going to go jump on a little fake trampoline in the hood. It'd be a mattress with the springs on it, and then we just bounce on it and do flips. That's because we didn't have a real trampoline at first. And I just remember those times. Then I used to just play basketball. They used to tell me, like, I was just a different kid, but I was just doing what I like. I like to play ball and flip on a little fake trampoline until I got a real trampoline. I had to make it work. Nah, don't nobody want to make it work no more. Like, don't nobody want to do nothing. Everybody just want to sit in their house all day. And then some people got a point though, because it's like some people say the world is just so cruel. They don't even want to go outside no more because they got to watch their back. And it never used to be like this. Like, think about it. Just when you was a kid and you was growing up in school, and then you got in trouble, or you got in trouble with another student, and you and the students, y'all fight it out or do whatever. I don't condone in violence, but whatever. Y'all patch it up, then y'all going about y'all business. Now it's like things like that for the youth. It's not like that no more. It's getting scary. This world is just getting so scary, and I'm just being real. Just in general, not just for the youth, but just in general. It's like you could be minding your business, and something just crazy happen. I just don't get it, and I'm just trying to figure it out. So that's why I always take you back to these stories when I was growing up back in the day. Because who remembers when a millennium had hit the new 2000s, and then it was Y2K. I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was young. I remember the power went out, and then I went to the store with my friend, and we went to go get some water and ice We went around the block, and those were just good times because those were the times that you could just hang with your friends. Now it's like friends ain't friends no more. So, and that's why it's just harder to deal with because you just don't know what to expect now. You can't do the same thing no more. I understand that, but we all wish we could. We all wish we can go back in time. And that's the crazy thing about life. You can't go back. I know some of us would go back. We would love to go back. So that's why we talk about what happened back in the day, 70s, the 80s. They say we're never like this. Everything was so much better. You had to be there to see it. And I feel like that too. Because I had some good moments too. Back in my life in the 90s. And then with I used to go skating. I used to go skating back in the day. I couldn't skate backwards though. I never could. And they used to just play all the good records when I used to go to skating. And everybody having a good time. We go to the little skating ring. And then now, it's like when I go skating or bowling now, the records are trash now. They playing some bull crap now. It's like back in the day, they just play some good slow jams, you know. They playing some bull crap. So it's like everything is just off. And I don't know if we could ever get back to normal, like what I expressed earlier, but I just don't know. Because everything is just digital now. Everything is just speeding up. And time is going by faster than you think. We all don't know where to go from here. There's some good points that y'all made from my YouTube family when y'all was commenting. There's some good points. Y'all was saying that y'all think it's because of COVID. Yeah, because ever since that lockdown, a lot of things have changed. Then when it opened back up, it seems like it's just a crazy world because the things we see that's going on. And then Walmart ain't even 24 hours no more. I remember when I used to go to Walmart, shop, bring back all the candy, the chips, the pop. And I used to love just shopping at 2 o'clock in the morning. Now you got to be out before 11 o'clock. Then the customers at the store, everybody always in the way with their cart. Nobody never want to move their cart out the way. And it's just like people just don't want to be kind to others no more. And it's just changing out here. And I get it. We all got bills. I got bills too. We all broke. I understand that. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't ever think it's going to get better. I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving up hope. Maybe we all just lost hope. Maybe we just feel like we just coming to the conclusion that things are just terrifying out here. And we don't know when the last time we ever had an exciting time. Maybe we feel like we don't have time all the time. Or maybe we feel like some people say, shoot, it's because they've been working their job. And the things that they love to do, they can't do it no more. Because they working all the time. So, it's a lot of valid reasons. And I just don't know why. Because we can all pinpoint those good valid points that I described to you. Because I think that's really what it is. I really think it's something in the air. You and me both, we can feel it. But to sum it up, it's like we all want to put two and two together and try to pinpoint what's going on. And in reality, people would think we just speculating, but we're really not speculating. And that's where they're wrong at. We know it's something. Because it's just crazy. The situations that we have to go through. Like I was telling you. Those was the childhood memories I used to remember. Just like I told you earlier. I got older parents. And they used to say, oh, it's the same thing, just different generation. It's really not the same. The neighborhoods ain't the same no more. These people value different rules than what people used to value back in the day. And then a lot of people blame social media. And a lot of people say that. They say people just evil because they don't want to go out and they don't want no camera in their face because everybody want to go viral. And I get that too. People just want to just be in peace. But you feel like you can never find peace because the world is just so corrupted and you just don't know what to believe. You feel like everything that you was taught, it was a lie. So that's why you thinking like this, because you thinking about the good times you had when you were younger. And that's how I just go. Because everybody is trying to reminisce and just go back to a good time. So at the end of the day, will we ever go back to a good time? That's for the future to know. Because you can't go back. You can only go forward. So that's why a lot of us been feeling like that. Because we're terrified. You terrified. He terrified. She terrified. We all terrified because people are just evil. Then I see people just doing stuff that don't make no sense. Then you see all these people having a good time on social media. Then you validate your life next to that life. Then you see a lot of people who just get social media pages just to hate on somebody else for no reason. They'll make a whole channel just to hate on you. And that's just crazy because it's that much hate in the world. People are that evil. Like, people just don't care. And it's just sad because people really don't care no more. I don't know why. And it's just crazy to even stomach something like that because you just don't know. So that's why a lot of people say they just spend time with their dog. They don't even trust people no more because they feel like people evil. And they got some good points because when you was growing up, you feel like you didn't have to worry about none of that type of stuff. Now, as you got grown and now you in the real world, it just feel like nothing makes sense anymore. And I know. It's because you feel like you was lied to. You feel like you was bamboozled. So that's what made you evil. That's my opinion. But let me know how y'all feel. Because you starting to do your research and you start to realize what's really going on. And once you realize what's really going on, they call you crazy. So that's why I think a lot of y'all are just realizing doing y'all research and not believing the bull crap no more. But when you don't believe the bull crap no more, that's when they call you weird. You crazy. So if you got to be called weird and crazy to be aware that everything is just becoming evil, then it is what it is. So that's my take on that situation. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.